And welcome to OscarWatch. This is Tickets Plays Reviews, and you're looking at the first of two videos. Yes, I decided to split OscarWatch into two separate videos. This one focuses on Best Picture, Director, the acting races, and animated documentary and international feature films. The next one will take a look at the screenplays, the visuals, the audio, and the shorts. I call this particular edition a calm before the storm because things are only going to pick up in the next few weeks heading into the Oscar nominations. We have Guild nominations to deal with, as well as the BAFTAs, the British equivalent of the Oscars. They dropped their shortlist this week, and plus those nominations are going to start leading to awards, opportunities to change the Oscar race. I tried to clean some things up for this go-around. The Critics' Awards are largely gone, but in spot, we got the BAFTA shortlist nominations alongside the Globe and the Critics' Choice Awards. It's time to see who rose and who fell in our latest snapshot. Kicking things off is Best Picture, where nothing really has changed in the first couple of spots here, as Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Banshees of Inisherin both got BAFTA shortlist nominations on top of everything else they've been nominated for. Things start looking different in third place as Elvis has moved up past the Fabelmans for that position. Having won the Golden Globe for Best Actor, it feels like maybe things are starting to move in that direction a little bit. The Fabelmans did win the Golden Globe for drama, which keeps it right there where it is at fourth, and then Top Gun Maverick is still fifth. And even without making the BAFTA shortlist, Avatar: The Way of Water moves up to sixth place, taking over the spot from Tar. As you can notice, we actually have newcomer Aqua and the Western Front, which has received a ton of momentum from the Oscar shortlist and BAFTA shortlist nods. And the list rounds up with Fading Prospect, Women Talking, and Tollywood entry Triple R. So is it possible that we receive two entries for Best Picture from outside the United States? Sure. On the outside looking in for the moment, we have Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, Triangle of Sadness, The Woman King, the gigantic financial flop Babylon, and The Whale, which has done okay in theaters so far. And last but not least, we add Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which did receive the Producers Guild Award nomination. Now we take a look at Best Director. Martin McDonagh is still waiting for me right now with the Daniels in second place. But do you know who else has Golden Globe nominations, Critics' Choice nominations, and made the BAFTA shortlist? Baz Luhrmann. Yeah, it looks like everybody's free to wear sunscreen guy, and the guy best known for Moulin Rouge and The Great Gatsby. This would mark his first Academy Award nomination. Steven Spielberg did not get a BAFTA shortlist nod, but he did win the Golden Globe for Best Director, so he's still in the mix. And rounding things out is the director from All Quiet on the Western Front, Edward Berger. Just missing out this time is Todd Field for Tar, and Sarah Polley from Women Talking, both of whom made the BAFTA shortlist. James Cameron, Damon Chazelle, and S.S. Rajamouli, on the other hand, all missed out. Now we take a look at Best Actress, where not much has changed, as Cate Blanchett is still slightly ahead of Michelle Yeoh. Both of them, as it turns out, would win Golden Globes. And things really haven't changed much there. Michelle Yeoh is steady in third, although she did miss out on an SGA award. Apparently, there was some confusion whether she should be up for Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress. And then you got Viola Davis in fourth. I was debating swapping out Danielle Deadweiler with Margot Robbie, but the fact that she made the BAFTA shortlists and the ESGA award nomination. Keeps her in fourth place for the moment. Other than Margot Robbie, other people missing out would be Ana de Armas for the critically reviled Blonde, although really none of it's her fault. British actresses and Golden Globe nominees and BAFTA shortlist entries Leslie Manville and Emma Thompson, and previous Oscar winner Olivia Colman. Now for Best Actor, the word of the day is stability. Everyone made the BAFTA shortlist, and the top four made the SGA nomination list as well. Coenville is still ahead for now, with Brendan Fraser for The Whale in second, and Austin Butler, who won the Golden Globe for Drama, in third place. Bill Nighy is holding steady at fourth, and then my pick for number 5 still at the moment is Tom Cruise for Top Gun Maverick. As for Butler, well, that Golden Globe, perhaps things are going the same direction they did a couple years ago when Rami Malek played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. And of course, you remember he won the whole thing. But it's the backup spots that have the changes. Paul Mescal climbs up from 10th to 6th, followed by newcomer Felix Kammerer, the star of All Quiet on the Western Front, which got a BAFTA shortlist nod. And it's followed by three actors who have received Golden Globe nods. Hugh Jackman, Jeremy Pope, and Diego Calva. Last but not least, we have to mention Adam Sandler, the surprise SGA nominee. I don't think this is going to lead to an actual Oscar nomination, but, well, I was expecting him to get anything, and the fact that he managed to get an SGA is still interesting. Maybe they're making up for Uncut Gems? We'll have to wait and see. Now we take a look at Best Supporting Actress, which stays steady with the top 2 spots. Carrie Condon and Jamie Lee Curtis stay where they're at. They got all the things they were supposed to get, and good for them. Angela Bassett is number 3 right now, but she could be climbing up. Not only did she win the Globe, she too has gotten pretty much everything on that list. In 4th place, we got Janelle Monáe, who's climbed up a spot, haven't made the BAFTA shortlist. And then last but not least, scene stealer Dolly de Leon from Triangle of Sadness, who also has a BAFTA shortlist nominee. So who missed out on this one? We start with Jessie Buckley from Women Talking, Stephanie Hsu for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Carey Mulligan from She Said, Hong Chow for The Whale, and last but not least, British shortlist nominee Lashana Lynch from The Woman King. Interestingly enough, Hsu and Shao made the SGA shortlist. Made the SGA Final 5. Is it perhaps that maybe one or both might break the Final 5 hold? Could be. We'll have to wait and see. Now we take a look at the Best Supporting Actors race. Top 3 remain where they're at right now. After that, Eddie Redmayne has crashed the field with The Good Nurse. Interestingly enough, he was a previous Oscar winner for the 2014 film where he played The Theory of Everything, where he played Stephen Hawking. And then last but not least, Ben Whishaw stays where he's at. thanks to his entry on the BSO shortlist, but it kind of feels like it's a little bit tight here. So who might perhaps break through? Well, we got Brad Pitt, another Academy Award winner, Brad Pitt showing up for Babylon. Paul Dano, who's there for the Fablemans. And yes, I've been trying to avoid mentioning his name all year because from what I hear, that accent's pretty terrible. But I guess it's time we got to bring up Tom Hanks for Elvis. We got Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway. And for those that think he's top 5, where else does this show up for a nomination? Jennifer Lawrence script? I think the only exception, like I said earlier with Redmayne, is he won the whole thing a few years ago. And then, last but not least, we're going to go with Albrecht Schuch for the Netflix remake of All Quiet on the Western Front. Now we head toward the animated films, where I'm pleased to announce that, not much has changed here either. Turning Red and Marcel the Shell with the Shoes On is the main switch here as they swap places, but every one of these other films stay where they're at. Taking a look at the alternative entries, we got Inuo, which remains at 6, and then we got a quartet of titles that should be familiar to most of you. The Bad Guys, which made the BAFTA shortlist, as did, surprisingly, Minions: The Rise of Gru, which also got itself a Producers Guild nomination, which I think should make things fairly interesting for it. Could that perhaps crash and feel as a 5th nod? We'll have to wait and see. We also got Strange World and Lightyear. Now we take a look at the documentary films. Fire Love takes over that top spot. All That Breathes moves back into the top 5, as does Navalny, as those three seem to have gotten not only BAFTA shortlist but also Producers Guild nominations. Unfortunately for the latter film, Navalny, there's some talk online of a protest due to some xenophobic things he said years before he was poisoned. We'll have to see if that affects the film making the field. Rounding things out would be All the Beauty and Bloodshed and Moon Age Daydream. Of course, the documentary about David Bowie. Just on the outside looking in, we got Descendant, The Territory, and Retrograde, all three of which have PGA nods to its credit. Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen, A Journey, a Song, which is heading to Netflix later this month, also makes the BAFTA shortlist. And last but not least, Bad X. And last but not least, we take a look in this video for international film, as close as league right now, but for how much longer? It looks like All Quiet on the Western Front is hard charging. And with Decision to Leave in Argentina in 1985, which did win the Golden Globe nod, it looks like those 4 are in pretty solid shape here. For now, I'm going to go with Bardo, which means that 2 of the top 5 spots for international films belong to Netflix. On the outside looking in, we got EO, Holy Spider, The Quiet Girl from Ireland, Austria's Corsage, and Saint Omar from France. Alright, that concludes this video. Tell me if you like the format changes. Be sure to subscribe and spread the word. This is Ticket Squeeze Review, and the booth is now closed.